Right, I've decided this is a duck canvas, and I've decided to just put a little bit of gesso on it, but I do feel that as it's quite damp still, I feel that the paint's going to flow better if it's just lets me paint on top of this, which is damp, because sometimes canvas and acrylic is very drying, and I don't want to use water because it wouldn't pick up the pigment. So I'm going to just see what happens now. So I've got my palette here. A little bit like Bob Ross. I wish. So yeah, so I'm just going to start off with this. I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to bring it a little bit closer now. That might be better. There we go. Okay. This is quite a big area. I think it's probably about 4 foot. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3 foot. 3 foot long. And probably 2 foot wide. Yeah. I noticed that there's creases in this canvas, which I'm going to have to, after I've painted it, give it a light ironing on a cool iron. Yes, I should have ironed it before, but there we go. I'm not going to worry about it too much because I'm sure it'll be fine. I love this colour. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I love the way actually that this is going, because it's almost like it's sparkling on the water. I don't know if you can see that, where it's picking up the gesso. It's sort of missing on other parts, which is good because we don't want it block colour. We just want it to look as realistic as possible. So I'm just literally brushing over like this. It's a little bit creased there, and I think it'll probably wrinkle and do its own thing. It might even shrink when it's got damp, because obviously it's a cloth material, it's not stretched. So it's quite interesting how it all folds and paints, and see how it comes out. I've got a bowl of water on the floor to dip my brush in, but obviously I don't want to pick up much water, so I should just try and use different brushes if I can. I should have used larger brush, I think. This brush isn't very big. It's just a normal paintbrush, and that's what I could find, and I think that's going to be suitable. So I'm just going to put some more on the palette. There we go. I love listening to music as well when I'm painting, and it all depends what music that you listen to. It gives you the mood and the strokes, etc., and what you do, and whoever comes through, the spiritual artist that comes through to help me paint, because obviously I'm just I'm painting and trusting everything will be fine. I've got a little bit on my wall now, but I don't think that'll hurt because I can just paint over that with white. So, as you can see, it's starting to form. I'm trying to get it, I've only got a small bedroom here, so I'm quite close to the wall. So to give you an overall look, maybe I could put it on the bed. It should be too high. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm going to try that. Otherwise we're at an angle, aren't we? Okay. There. Just hope it doesn't fall because it's only perched on the bed. Okay. It's right there. My cat's on the bed. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? I think it's closer. Yeah. So you can see better. So I'm going to be doing this in stages. Obviously this, I can see this, obviously the sea line. At this stage, I don't think, I just paint. And obviously I know that I'm doing the sea. Right, so next I'm going to be doing the sky, and I'm looking for a particular blue, which I've got here. I'm going to mix that with white. I'm going to have a nice blue sky, I think, with a lot of movement clouds, because I love the movement of clouds. Right, so what have we got here? This blue, yeah, actually I won't need that one. Okay, so right, so here I've got a blue and a white, and I'm just going to see how this turns out on here. Obviously, on a large scale, it's quite, and you're so close to it, it's hard to see the overall look until you stand back. But yes, I think you can see there's a good view there. I thought I'd do this video for It makes it a bit more interesting, I think, on using the pictures, because it's quite difficult to photograph a large piece like this. Obviously I don't have all the right equipment and I haven't got the space due to COVID and the restrictions that we have. So it's just a thought that came into my head to do this. Right, so I'm just going to carry on with here. Just going to move that camera up a little bit. There we go. It is quite a rough outline I'm doing, because on a large scale like this. But obviously I've only just started doing it, and I think as time goes on and the stages go on, it's going to form into whatever it needs to form. Obviously we can see the outline of this already, and I love the naturalness of the clouds that are given here. I love layers. I love layers, and I love the naturalness, the strokes of paint, you know, like this. I think it's beautiful. And painting on that canvas is really nice, actually. It's a lovely quality. It just gives the right base to do this. I'm hoping you can see that. Yeah. There we go. Is it a bit hazy? I hope it's not, but there we go. I'm just going to carry on as I am. Obviously, I won't leave you hanging on here for the duration of me painting the whole canvas, because it could take hours. So I shall just do it in stages, and I've showed you the sky and the sea at the moment. So I'll probably let that dry before I need to do anything else. Probably need a few more clouds, I think, before I let that dry. Because I love to see structure and layers. I love to see structure and layers, because that's the way it is, isn't it? I never know what spirit gives me, and as I'm a spiritual artist, I'm just literally doing rather than thinking about it. Well, I think this brush is a little bit too square for what I need. Let's just have a look. I'm going to use this one, that one. I don't know why, but I just feel that it's the right one to use. Right, so that's the sky for now. And obviously I should come back and see what needs to be done a bit later on. Right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Yes, so anyway, I'm going to come back a bit later on. I'm going to let that dry, because that's the secret, is to let it... Oh, the cat wants to go out now, don't you? There we go. Go on then, darling. Go on then. Right, sorry about that. It was Yogi, my cat, wanted to go out. So what I'm doing, actually... I've got a little bit of green on there, I know, just wondering. So just doing this. Right, so I'll get back to you. Okay, so this is stage 1. Stage 2 later on. Okay, bye.